we don't. We have existing relationships with these countries that go back many, many decades. We have troop presence in these countries. We have assets in these countries. The security assurances lie in the fact that we don't even have to talk about that because they know it's true. They know we've been there with them and they've been there with us. We have people there. We have people on the ground constantly working with them. We have air defenses embedded with them. We have aircraft in these countries. So I think that I didn't sense any doubts about our security assurances because they're real. They're not promises. They're actual. They exist.
Is that decision blocking the idea of issuing new waivers for Russian oil?
Potentially. I mean, that's a decision the president will have to make as we get closer to the expiration date. But that was, as I said, that was temporary. That was designed to help stabilize the global market. I'm not going to get ahead of the president on making announcements with regard to what will happen with that waiver once it expires. But obviously that'll be an option he has available to him because the oil prices are now dropping. I think they opened today lower than they were before the conflict. So if that trend continues, obviously the president will have to take that into account when making that decision.
Nuclear inspectors be allowed into Iran?
As soon as possible. And the president said that yesterday. They'll be there when they need to get there, but that needs to happen. That's a commitment they made, and it's one they need to keep.
Sure, the president has continued to threaten to bomb Iran, if it doesn't comply with some of its requirements in these negotiations. Is that sort of, in any way, shape, or form complicating these negotiations?
No. What the president stated is very clear. We expect them to keep they want to get into a negotiation, we'll do a negotiation. If they make commitments at the negotiation, they need to keep them. If they don't keep them, the president has multiple options at his disposal. That includes sanctions and includes other things. So I think the president's been clear. If we're going to get a deal, it has to be a real deal and it has to be a good deal. If Iran wants to make a good and real deal, the United States is open to that. If they're not, then of course the president has options. We want this to work out. We hope it works out. But if it doesn't, the president knows what his options are, and I'm not, that's all I'll say about it right now.
Sir, do you think Pakistan just announced next phase of Iran talks for next week?
I think the technical group will be back, I believe, on the 29th or the 30th. They've broken up into work groups of various subjects. I believe they're going back to Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken. So, but either way, the technical group will reconvene again on, I believe it's the 30th. No, exactly, but they've broken up the negotiation into separate work streams on separate topics, and the technical group will return on the 30th next week to continue those talks.
Some views that this regime is more reasonable than the one that preceded it. Are they easier to deal with, and are they unified now? Are they providing unified?
Well, I'm not going to comment on their internal structures and whether they're unified or not unified because it doesn't matter. What matters is what they do or they don't do. They either do the things they claim and agreed to do, or they don't. And if they do it, then great, we'll keep moving forward. And if they don't, the president's been clear about what's going to happen and what could happen. But let's hope they do. Let's hope they mean it.
Are you going to be involved in the technical talks?
No, the technical talks are at the staff level, experts on nuclear energy as an example, on sanctions and so forth. So the technical level will be, there's individuals from the State Department that will be involved in those talks, along with people from the Department of Energy and so forth. That's what the technical level is.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.